Imagine your brothers sold you into slavery, and years later you become the second most powerful man in the country. The same brothers who sold you into slavery come to you not knowing who you are, asking to help. Would you help them? Well, this is the story of Joseph and his brothers. And Joseph sadly got sold into slavery by his brothers because his brothers was just hating. But God blessed Joseph richly. After a period of time, he became the second in command in Egypt. Jacob, who is the brothers and Joseph's father, told the sons to go to Egypt to get some food. The boys did so, but when they got there, they didn't recognize Joseph. But Joseph recognized them. He tested them first to see if they really changed. He put a silver cup secretly in the youngest brother's satchel. Right as they're leaving the palace, he had one of his attendants run and be like, "Why have y'all stolen the silver cup?" And of course they were confused because they were thinking they didn't steal anything. But when they searched the bags, they found in the youngest brother's bag was the silver cup. And what Joseph said to the brothers is that because Benjamin took the silver cup, that he was going to make him his slave and the rest could go free. Joseph wanted to see how they reacted, but the brothers truly changed. Even one of the brothers named Judah was willing to sacrifice his life and become a slave instead of Benjamin. And Joseph, with the position and power that could have did anything to these people that sold him into slavery, he did the opposite. He revealed himself into them and embraced them with love and care. He said he wasn't mad that he sold him into slavery, but he said it was in God's overall will to go through all those things so he can be in the position he is in now, so he can help so many people. And overall, his realization is that what they planned for evil, God had used for good. And it's a good reminder for us. In our lives, there's going to be people who've done terrible things to us. But the same love that Christ gave through his sacrifice and his resurrection, we're to realize that we're not above it.
People go, what's your biggest fear in life? And my biggest fear, honestly, was, let's say this. Let's say, I don't care if you believe in God or not. I don't care. So let's just play a game with me. Let's say you're God. And we have a big fucking long line of people. And I made it to heaven. I'm 75 years old. I'm 300 pounds. I made it to heaven. I worked for Ecolab my entire life, spraying for cockroaches. That's what I did. But I'm dead. I'm in heaven now. And you're judging us all now. So we're in line. We're all sitting there in line. You have Adam Brown. He has a big board up, and you're talking to Adam Brown about his life. And you rip it down, and I'm next in line, David Goggins. I see my name, and I see all this shit, and God goes, "Hey," you say, "read this, man." And I'm reading this list, and I'm seeing 182 pounds, Navy SEAL, Ranger School, motivational speaker, changing lives. Okay, man, pull-up record, all this shit. And I'm like, that's not me, man. And God looks at me and says, that's who you were supposed to be. I believe that most human beings are only living at about 40% of their capability. The mind has a government, and it's a survival mechanism. It protects us from pain and suffering. The second we feel that, our mind says, oh no, this isn't fun. We should back off. And there's something about the mind. The mind has the tactical advantage over you. At all times of your life, the mind has a tactical advantage over you. It knows what you're afraid of. It knows your insecurities. It knows your deep, dark lies. It pushes you in a direction that is comfortable. You get to 40%, your brain says, we're done. Let's roll, man. This is starting to get painful. This is uncomfortable. This is the time where you have to gain control back of your mind. It's okay. Let me see if I can go 45%. And once you start giving yourself more and more hope, the mind starts to be, okay, what are you doing? We're supposed to be going right, and you're going left. You start then controlling your mind. Get to the spot where your mind is saying stop. Wherever that is, you gotta get there first. And then that's when that starts to work for you.
Every man has two lives, and the second starts when he realizes he has just one.
Wow. There's something bad.
Like, yo, you changed, bro. You don't even da-da-da. Bro, I'm working on me. I'm trying to do better for myself. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be in the same place doing the same shit, drinking the same fucking drinks, smoking the same fucking blunts, bro. Like, yo, bro, we hitting the club tonight. Nah, man, I'm hitting the gym tonight, bro. Nah, bro. I'm working on this project that I have an assignment due because I'm in college now, my nigga. Like, I'm elevated. Bro, you changed. Yeah, I did, my nigga. I'm getting an education. I've grown up. The fuck? I'm working out. Like, what? I'm trying to do better for myself. You don't see family as much as you would want to see family. You don't talk to people as much as you would want to talk to people and shit like that. Once you realize that you can elevate without money, then boom, bro. Then the money just comes, bro. Just focus on elevating yourself first.
So let me tell you again, fuck, nigga. It ain't no ego to take care of yourself and want to be better. You're for yourself, nigga. And if you gotta separate from people to do that, then that's what the fuck you do, dumbass nigga. You think I give a fuck what the fuck y'all talking about? No.
They're laughing because they're noticing. You gotta let go of that stuff from the past because it just doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what you choose to be now.
Why are you this pussy, man? The problem is you, and you don't want to fix it. There's no dopamine. There's no dopamine in there at 300 pounds. You got nothing. Your hormones are shot. You have to envision something that is more powerful than you. Something has to get you out of bed.
You never moved. You might even be further from your goal than you were.
This has to be in you. Something in you has to wake up. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you.
Why? Why did you let that happen? It's because you lost sight of that long-term goal.
There's no hacks, bro. It's you against you. You against you. And if you misunderstand that, you have a real problem. You're lazy. You know exactly what to do. It just sucks doing it.
That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
What do you want in your life? We have so much influence coming at us that we are so lost. We don't know what we want to do because we don't spend enough time with ourselves. Make up your own mission statement. What do you want to be in life? And once you do that, now you can work with somebody to get better. You can work with yourself to get better. If you can't control your own brain and your brain controls you, you're fucked. You got to tell your brain where you want to go and how you want to go and how you want to get there. You got to control it. If not, it's over. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. We forget we are in control of our mind. We believe it's the other way around. No, we put in our minds what we should do, but we believe our mind is telling us, it's giving us all this feedback. We have to reprogram it and tell us, no, we're good. We're good, this sucks, but it's okay.
And I'm obsessed with being the best version of myself. And that's a daily thing. I'm obsessed with finding myself now and not having to prove anything to anybody other than myself. And realizing that is enough. Giving your best is enough. And sometimes we lose track of that. So for anybody out there, you're enough, man.
People talk about discipline and fucking determination and fucking, repetitions and all this shit. Consistency. Why people fall off the wagon so often is because their mind is full of shit. There's no room in that mind for discipline. There's no room for consistency. They may do it once or twice, but then the mind takes over and that cluttered fucking garage comes in, and then it's like a circuit breaker, man. A circuit breaker just overloads and fucking sparks. There's no fucking passion. There's no fucking motivation. There's no, oh my God, man, It's every day of your life just doing. Oh, discipline, wake up early, take a cold shower, fuck this, fuck that, whatever. It's all fucking bullshit. It's not. All those words are overused. They're bullshit. It's all bullshit. Just do. You're living. How do you want to live? How do you want to die? How do you want to fucking be remembered? This ain't no fucking game. This is my motherfucking lifestyle, son. Hey, yeah, I'm fired up. This is what I do. When someone gives you hell, make sure you push them right back and give them hell. You have to be open-minded to the possibilities that I can do this. Once you shut your mind down to the possibility that it can be achieved, there's no way it can happen. So that's why my eyes and my body light up about things, because I know that if you're in a fight, you have to attack. You have to keep attacking. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul of whatever the fuck is in front of you. When you quit, your mind says we're done. So it doesn't expand. There's no expansion when you quit. When you say, fuck you, this sucks, I'm drowning, I'm miserable, I'm suffering, I'm broken, but I'm not going anywhere. What happens to your mind is it does this. It says, fuck, he's not leaving.
To be successful at anything, The truth is, you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts. If you look at all my teammates here tonight, it would be impossible to find better examples of men who embody that work ethic, integrity, purpose, determination, and discipline that it takes to be a champion in life. What you can control is your process. You can control those intangibles. You can control the work ethic, the consistent discipline, your attitude, your culture, how much you care. All those things are in you. They just need to be drawn out of you.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely.
The only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist.
My name is David Goggins. I created Goggins. Goggins is the guy that can take anything you put in front of him. Maybe you were a victim of being called fat growing up. Folks make fun of you and shit. Maybe you weren't the smartest motherfucker in school, and people can't match you for that shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's great power in adversity. If you're a victim of any kind, make sure you use that shit to become successful. Don't look for revenge, look for the fucking reckoning. And I guarantee you, all those people who fucked with you growing up, you might just be the boss. They'll come looking for a fucking favor. And when they do, you got an option to say okay, or do what I do and say go fuck yourself. Ha! Beware of one thing, motherfuckers. Spitting in the wind. That shit comes back in your face. Stay hard.
Work hard. Be somebody. Be something more than what you see in the mirror. Let the world be your mirror. Don't let them judge you, because the mirror can't judge you. You judge what you see in the mirror.
You may be in your darkest hour. Know that night don't last forever. There's a morning coming in your life. Stay down till you come up. Think about that.
Piss you off the most? What is it?
Myself.
Why? Huh?
Because I'm lazy.
When was the last time you did something 100%?
I can't remember.
What are you afraid of? Tell me.
Screw it up. Damn it. Just screw it up. I've done it all my life. I'm a failure.
You're not a failure.
Yes, I am.
You are not. We all make mistakes in life. Embrace change.
The fear is never reaching your potential.
That's it.
That always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And then one day you're an old man.
Yep.
And you look back and go, God, I could have been great.
Yep.
I could have been great.
I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one pat me on the back. I did all of the work alone. I can take myself to such a level of real passion and purpose and I don't need anyone. That's why people come to me to motivate them. No one can motivate me. I have a resume full of fucking motivation that whenever I'm down, I'm like, oh, hang on, motherfucker. Oh, you know the truth. You know the truth. You know the darkness of the fucking dungeons and the fucking demons that fly. You were there. You know this. There was no one there to pick up the rucksack, to pick up the boat, to pick up the log, to go in there. It was you.
The light ain't on you, but keep making plays. Nobody's talking about you, but keep making plays. That's right. I know your sales numbers aren't where your friend is, but keep making plays. I know nobody's talking about you, and you're not on the leaderboard right now, but baby, keep making plays.
Whenever somebody gives you their opinion on anything, listen to the opinion and then stop and look at who told it to you. Because you never want to adopt the thinking of somebody who you don't want to be. Because their thinking made them.
Believe as you have always believed, you will continue to act as you have always acted. You will continue to get what you have always gotten. If you want different results in your life, all you have to do is change your mind.
Don't worry, guys. Bad things are going to happen. They're going to come. You have nothing to worry about. There will be a day you wake up and somebody you love has died. And you can be sad that day. Why waste a perfectly good day being sad when sad days are guaranteed to come? Everyone you love is going to die. Don't worry about it. Sad days are coming for you, so I wouldn't have them in advance. If I were you, I'd wait for a real reason. I'd just smile. You don't have discipline, you don't have anything, right? People often say to me, oh, but Tate, you're lucky, you're a kickboxer and you were talented. Yeah, I was talented, but I didn't find out I was talented until I was disciplined. If I wasn't disciplined enough to train, I would have never seen my talent. Because the guy with less talent than me, who trained harder than me, would have been kicking my ass. So you don't get to discover anything about yourself. You don't get to discover any of your genetic advantages, any of your talents. You don't get to discover anything about who you are as an individual, your spirit, your soul, what you're made of. Without discipline, you can't even discover anything. So discipline is a key to discovery. Discipline teaches you all about yourself, teaches you what you really have. You know, there's a whole bunch of people out there that might be the best pianist in the world, but they've never had the discipline to learn piano. So nobody knows. And that's how life works. So discipline is extremely important if you ever want to become anybody or be anything. And everybody knows this. It's a bit cliche to say, right? But I think that is the common theme. I was extremely disciplined as a child. I had a very disciplined upbringing playing chess, and I could take that upbringing and self-discipline and apply it to myself with everything else I've done. Fighting and webcam studios, and now I own casinos and mentorships, etc., etc. I make millions and millions of dollars, and people look at me and go, oh, but how? And I'm like, what do you mean how? It's do the right things every day like you're supposed to, on time, every day, and life usually comes together. I really believe that.
Stop thinking too much. Don't go into the past. Don't go into the future. Be in the present. Why? Because only then it's possible that the mind is free, the capacity is free, and now you can completely immerse into whatever you are doing. And this means you have arrived.
Front-end pleasure almost always has back-end pain. But front-end pain almost always has back-end pleasure.
Something bad is about to happen to me. Get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were. But mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
When you in your grinding stage, like that hunger is different. All I want to do is just work. Once you get that in you, like it's just like you can't stop.
Something bad is about to happen to me.
Version of you that never sleeps in, never skips training, never wastes time. There's a version of you who never fails. It is waiting for you.
Something bad is about to happen to me.
Doubt is such a strange thing. There'll be times where you succeed and there are times that you fail. So wasting your time doubting whether you're going to be successful or not is pointless. It is. You just put one foot in front of the other, you control what you can't control, and then you see what the outcome is, right? If you win, great, you're gonna have to wake up the next day and do the journey over again. If you lose, it sucks, but you have to wake up the next day and do the journey all over again anyway.
You're genuinely scared and genuinely uncomfortable in a certain situation, you're gonna move. If you fall asleep on your arm and it gets uncomfortable, you'll wake your ass up and move your arm. But if you're comfortable, you're not going to. So when I see somebody who's sitting in a rut, and they've been in a rut for a long time, they're obvious, maybe, you know, a couple times a week they're pissed off with the rut, you know, when they got a bill they can't pay or whatever, and they'll message you going, I really need to get out, I've got to change my life, bro. But the second things aren't that bad, they're back to playing video games. So you're only uncomfortable 2 days a week. For 5 days a week, you're fine being a fucking loser. And that's why you're still a loser. If you're not afraid of being a dumbass, you're gonna stay a dumbass. That's it. You need fear.
Don't look at everything else as the problem. Look at yourself and see how you can change yourself, even how you approach people, even how you move, even how you think. When you change the way you think, you change the way you perceive the world.
You will at some point. You will get in your way at some point. And that's fine. It's not about that. It's about how you handle the adversity when that stuff presents itself. So for y'all ain't really been met with the crazy challenges. But when you do, it's how do you deal, how do you adjust, how do you pivot, how do y'all make sure that y'all align, and how do you keep your eyes on the prize? It's not a coincidence that a lot of people that get here like fall when the adversity hits. It's just because you're used to hearing things the same way. I love. But if you ever get the, I hate that you. Well, how do you adjust to that? A lot of people can't figure that out. But if you got a unit and a real ecosystem of understanding, outside noise never breaks inside.
Remember when you was stressed the fuck out last week, a month ago, 2 months ago, 5 months ago? Thought the world was over, didn't know how you was going. And you got through it. You hear today, you got through that shit. And I promise you, today ain't nothing different. You're gonna be all right, bro.
If you are able to get up every morning, have no passion, no drive, no motivation, no shit, and still get up with that kind of fire, you will be successful in life. I know what it feels like to be alone, with no motivation, no drive, no passion. Where's passion when you're 300 pounds? Where's the motivation when you can't read and write? So how did this happen? I just fucking did. I just did. I said, maybe at the end of this journey, there'll be something there for me. Get it, 17. They don't know me, son. Get it, 18. They don't know me, son. Get it, 19. They don't know me, son. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? That's you, buddy. Who's gonna carry the boats? Who's one more to carry the boats? You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You did it. Yeah.
And I think that flicked this switch in me where I was like, okay, you, watch this.
There was no one there to pick up the rucksack, to pick up the boat, to pick up the log, to go in there. It was you.
Bet against me. Bet against me. Tell me it's not going to happen. Tell me it's going to fail.
Everybody's great when they're not tired. The champions is when they tired, that's when the real champions come out. That's when that real dog come out. Because if you go piss like a puppy, stay on the porch and let the big dogs eat.
The most important thing, number one, is you got to get rid of doubt. If you got doubt in what you're doing, it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? And the way to do that is you have a plan. Because if you got a plan, it's not like just a pipe dream. You have a step-by-step list of things to do to get to your goal. Because as soon as something pop up, it's going to look like the end all. But if you got a game plan of everything you need to do, you know, one thing pop up, well, I still got to do this, and that, so this ain't going to stop me. Well, shit, I accomplished this 2 things. Since my last obstacle, I only got 3 more things to do. Let me keep pushing, fuck it. Pretty soon you attain your goal. But without a game plan, without a strong sense of faith in what you're doing, it's going to be real hard to accomplish anything.
You just got to grind.
Yeah.
I feel like this next generation that's coming up, and I don't mean to smash all of them, but they seem like a bunch of pussies to me, you know? So, because of that, there's never been more opportunity than there is right now. If you're a fucking savage and you get out there and you grind hard and you want it bad enough, you can run all these guys over, man. For the small group of savages out there, run these fucking kids right over, man.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. You talk about that you were kind of, lonely by yourself. I was the same way. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I fucking thrive in that shit.
You've got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And if you want it that bad, if you're willing to give it that much, you get a big piece of what you want. In life, the dreams do come true. Anything you want can happen and become a reality. I believe that sincerely, and I'll die on that thought, okay? And I say that not from something I read, it's from something I lived.
If you want something, everything out there is free to you. Google the motherfucker. My diet was breakfast run, lunch run, fucking dinner run, snack run. Stay hard. I became obsessed. I became obsessed with being the baddest motherfucker that God ever created. To be the best in the world at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of fucking energy and strength that you have to pull it off.
Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the fucking noise. Get back to the fucking mental lab. Because that's where the knowledge came from. I'm driven. I'm obsessed. And that's what you see. That's it. But what's funny about it all is that we need these things to perform. But we don't take a second to realize the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us because the very purpose is you. You are always the purpose. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to really research is, man, why am I not doing this for myself? Because that is the number one purpose in life, is to better oneself. What people don't get about life is up until you're about 30, you're fucked. You know what you're doing. You're kind of just scrambling around unless you have good direction. Then you might figure it out from 30 to 50 something, maybe 60, and then the back half of your life, you're fucked. So 2/3 of your fucking life, you suck. So the more you fuck up that middle part, from 30 to 50, 40 to 60-ish, you only got about good 25 years of like, man, I'm killing it out here. People don't get that. So you're fucking around out here, running around your shirt off, and you're in that window now of like, you're starting to waste time, bro. You're starting to waste time. So that's how I feel about it. When I was 300 pounds, where do you think that conversation would have got me if I spoke kindness to myself? I'll tell you where it gets me. Right back to 7-Eleven, another box of mini chocolate donuts and a chocolate milkshake. That's the one voice. That's the one voice that most of us have that you're talking about. If you don't have a conversation in there, the other voice that you create that says, okay, how does this look? It looks very ugly. That kind conversation for me went away a long time ago, which is why the dialogue is now, which you see a lot of action, because most people have inaction, because there's one person talking. And that one person is always leading you down the same path, the path that makes you feel very comfortable and happy with yourself.
Something shows up in your lifetime and you are ignoring it, you are avoiding it, you're trying to run away from it, and you face it. You face the anger, you face the fear, you face the jealousy, you face the pain, you face what you don't like, you face the fact that you are out of your comfort zone. Why? Because you know that once you have overcome it and find a solution for it, it's solved for this lifetime.
A blade does not become strong. It does not become tempered until it's been through the fire. Until it's been through the fire several times.
While you're probably fucked up, there's probably something happened to you in your life. Go through the archives, dig it up, study it, and then use it for yourself. That's the main purpose for me right now.
If there's no struggle, then it's nothing. There's no journey. That's the magic. You get to make that magic. It's like if you have a distance to go, you get to have a journey. You get to be the story. Imagine being born into an environment you never even get to have a journey. I think life is too much of an experience, and I'll tell you this, man, it's awesome.
Why don't you think the highest of yourself? We all should think that we're great. There's no reason for you to not think that you're great. All right, made some mistakes, life goes on. You figure out life from this point. You take those moments, you make the best of them, because they're life lessons. There's so much that some people just don't understand they can do. The only person that gets in your way is you. We all are great. It's that simple. Believe it. You don't start things and not finish them. You don't quit. There's nothing that comes out of quitting besides knowing that you didn't finish. We finish everything. You start it, finish it. If you're gonna do it to try and be the best. Not be better than other people, be the best for you. If you're in school and you're going to class, I'm not asking you to get straight A's. I'm asking you to get the best grade that you can possibly get. So now in anything I do, when I pick it up and say I'm gonna start it, I gotta finish it.
He said a lot of these brothers, when shit get difficult, they just go blow weed. They ain't got nothing invested. See, when you invest in something, and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You gonna have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. Every man must search his own soul.
I think society needs to change their thinking as far as letting go doesn't always mean it can't work out later. It's just that it cannot work out under these circumstances, all right? Because some people say, well, I feel like they're the one. Okay, maybe they are, but maybe the time is not right. And it's letting go that will allow you both to do what needs to be done in your own personal lives that will allow you to come back together and have something way more amazing.
I've lost in kickboxing, I've lost in boxing, I've lost in life, I've lost in love, I've lost in family. Like, life is, you don't just win all the time. It's wins and losses. So you roll with the punches.
I never ran from anything because I didn't have nobody to go to. I've always had that, where I'm going. Home to get me. Ain't nobody there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always been in a situation where I'm forced to deal with it myself.
You see, I think this is very important we focus on this. Focus on right now, because that is all you've got. Don't waste your time. Do you know that everybody alive gets exactly the same amount of time to get all there is? It's what we do with it that makes the difference. Don't waste your life. Set your goals high. Quit thinking about what's wrong. Start thinking what's right. Love a little more, hate a little less. You have no idea what you're capable of doing. Make up your mind today, you're gonna figure it out.
It was just me alone in the gym, me alone in the mirror, me alone in my head. No one did it for me. I worked for it, and I'm never gonna let someone else take that from me. All I care about is fitness. All I care about is being a better man.
I never ran track, but I've always heard that if you ever want to be faster, you got to run with a bunch of people who are way faster than you. And there's something that happens with us as humans. When you are surrounded by those who are like superior in their performance than you are, you're bound to be lifted up if you're as ambitious. If not, you're wasting everyone's time.
Everything I didn't want to do is what got me to where I'm at today. I had to be a guy who could take any kind of pain, any kind of suffering, any kind of torture, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I realized that life isn't fucking fair. It's not fair. And you better figure out some tools and some ways to stop feeling sorry for yourself, because no one is coming to rescue you. No one feels sorry for you. I knew I had to make a stand. Because I knew where I was going. I knew where this road led.
Yeah.
You have to make this right. And the only person who can do it is yourself. When I overcame the water, more courage. When I overcame the fear of myself, the fear of failure, the fear of being judged, so I became obsessed with just being obsessed. And that's what it was, man.
When I would cry and say I can't, you make me go harder. The hard work I put in is because I didn't want to let you down. So Pops, but will you join me on stage as we take our rightful step into basketball heaven? This one right here, this one is for my father. We're in the Hall of Fame, dog.
Why don't you think the highest of yourself? We all should think that we're great. There's no reason for you to not think that you're great. All right, made some mistakes, life goes on. You figure out life from this point. You take those moments, you make the best of them, because they're life lessons. There's so much that some people just don't understand they can do. The only person that gets in your way is you. We all are great. It's that simple.